This is Cactus Jim. I'm going to read a couple of poems of Ezra Pound. This one's called A Ballad of Mulberry Road. The sun rises in southeast corner of things to look on the tall house of the Shin, for they have a daughter named Rafu, a pretty girl. She made the name for herself, Gauze Veil. For she feeds mulberries to silkworms. She gets them by the south wall of the town. With green strings she makes the warp of her basket. She makes the shoulder straps of her basket from the boughs of katsura, and she piles her hair up on the left side of her headpiece. Her earrings are made of pearl. Her undershirt is of green patterned silk. Her overshirt is the same silk dyed in purple. And when men going by look on Rafu, they set down their burdens. They stand and twirl their mustaches. This next one is Hugh Selwyn Malburley. For 3 years, out of key with his time, he strove to resuscitate the dead art of poetry, to maintain the sublime, in the old sense, wrong from the start. No, hardly, but seeing he had been born in a half-savage country out of date, bent resolutely on wringing lilies from the acorn, Capaneus trout for facetious bait, caught in the unstopped ear, giving the rocks small leeway. The chopped seas held him therefore that year. His true Penelope was Flaubert. He fished by obstinate isles, observed the elegance of Circe's hair, rather than the mottos on sundials. Unaffected by the march of events, he passed from men's memory. Dessin aigre, the case presents, no adjunct to the muse's diadem. The age demanded an image of its accelerated grimace. Hold on, please, I have to turn the page. Something for the modern stage. Not certainly the obscure reveries of the inward gaze. Better mendacities than the classics in paraphrase. The age demanded chiefly a mold in plaster, made with no loss of time. A prose kanema, not assuredly alabaster, or the sculpture of a rhyme. The tea rose, tea grown, etc. supplants the mousseline of Kos. The pianola replaces Sappho's barbitos. Christ follows Dionysus, phallic and ambrosial, made way for macerations. Caliban cast out Ariel. All things are a-flowing. Sage Heraclitus says, but a tawdry cheapness shall outlast our days. Even the Christian beauty defects after Samothrace. Fawn's flesh is not to us, nor the saint's vision. We have the press for wafer, franchise for circumcision. All men in law are equals. Free of Pisistratus, we chose a knave or an eunuch to rule over us. O bright Apollo, what god, man, or hero shall I place a tin wreath upon? Thank you for listening.